today, so that someone who is of his ethnic stock, probably who is going to do his bidding for 2023 to take over, that on its own is a tragedy of monumental proportion. One man went to the mall, you keep saying, send the link. The link is there. The link is pinned up there in the comment section. So if you want to come in, you can come in with the link. Anyone watching that wants to join and have this conversation, but I found it a tragedy that these things are happening in the year 2026. Are we going backwards or are we moving forward? It's so benumbing. It's so benumbing to think how and why are these things happening? People will move on. Imagine. And now history has it that even at some point, some other individuals were, hurt by these people. Let me see. Add. I cannot see anyone requesting, so hold on. Yeah, it's so benumbing to think that what happened today should be swept under the carpet. As Sore, Omoyele Sore said earlier, Omoyele has already called and condemned the new IG's appointment, saying that Tinubu keeps, these are his words, not mine, Tinubu keeps appointing his Yoruba brothers and sisters. I have no issue if the law, if the rule says the most senior person must be appointed. I don't care if the president is Yoruba, if the most senior person is Yoruba, based on that hierarchy, that individual must and should take over. But where you have other 12 or 20 other superior officers who are higher in rank, and you're going to retire all of them just to pave way for one person, that is injustice. And how do people then? How do you want people to give you their time in service, waiting that you eventually promote them and they can do the job in the protection of a nation? For the love of a nation, how do you want them to give you their best if in all they do, remaining diligent, not trying to taint their record, doing everything to the books, crossing all the I's and crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's, doing things right so that they don't have scandal. And at the end of the day, what you end up having is when it matters most for them. I condemned it when General Muhammad Buhari brought in Hamid Ali to head the customs. I said that was insanity, that was stupidity, because you had high ranking, then I think there was one of the highest ranking person was a Yoruba person then. And I said this thing just makes me sick, because what Buhari did was wrong. You should have allowed someone within the ranks and file of the Nigerian port authority, to take over Nigerian customs. Someone in the highest rank should have taken over, but you go in and bring in retired Colonel Ali to come and head it. That was madness and stupid. Of what essence? So how do you hold people to account? Don't you know that the reason why somebody may not steal, may not commingle resources and try to keep a clean record is because that person is aiming for higher office so that he has a clean record. But if somebody knows, well, of what use? I'm not going to become the highest person. I'm not going to become a DG. I'm not going to become the highest officer, AIG, whatever it is. Then let me do all manner of nonsense and get away before time. That keeps corrupting the system. But that aside, finally, on the madness that happened in Edo, I condemn that with the strongest term. Well, I think the Village Boys movement has already